Neutral site action here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. It's the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene taking on the University of Charleston Golden Eagles. Both teams so far trying to turn around early portions of their season. Trevecca Nazarene, a 1-3 mark on the year, getting swept by South Atlantic Conference foe in Lenoir-Rhyne before dismantling Lane College in Trevecca Nazarene's home opener to bring them to 1-3. For Charleston, still trying to find that first win on the year after having a regional appearance last year, going 0-2, getting smacked around by Carson-Newman in yesterday's doubleheader in a 9-7 doubleheader split. I'll take you through the starting lineups for Trevecca Nazarene. It's Joey Parliament leading things off as the third baseman. Brady Maciak bats second in center field. Luke Diamond, the catcher, hits third. The right fielder, Noah Boughton, bats in the cleanup spot. Brett Dingus, the left fielder, is in the 5-hole. Cole McCallum acts as the designated hitter, batting sixth. Abbott Lawrence trying to pick up the bats in the 7 spot at first. Jacob Lester, the shortstop, bats 8th. And Carter Warner, the second baseman, still looking for his first hit of the season, bats at the bottom of the order in the 9-hole. It's Mason Bain, the right-handed junior transferred out of Southeastern Community College, that toes the rubber for Charleston. The righty gets set, and we're set for neutral site action. First pitch is taken inside for ball 1 at 10:59. Second pitch of the at-bat is taken low for ball 2. Bain against Parliament to begin our game today. Parliament on a 4-game hitting streak has a hit in each of the 4 games Trevecca's played so far. He fouls it back into the screen on the third pitch of the game for the first strike of his at-bat. Parliament went 4 for 4 in his last game with 3 RBIs against the Dragons of Lane. He skies one into left field. Over comes the center fielder in left center field. That's Carter Rust making the catch for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone as Parliament flies out, and it brings up Brady Maciak. Maciak batting .286 on the year. The starting center fielder had a home run against Lenoir-Rhyne in Trevecca's opening series of the season. First pitch he takes is in there for a called strike. Umpires in today's contest: in the field, Andy Glenn. Marcus Wilkie behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. The 0-1 delivery from Bain working quickly. That one misses for ball 1. Maciak in the left-handed batter's box. He barrels one up towards the second base side. It gets through the right side of the infield for a base hit. So Maciak reaches on a base hit, and it brings up the 3-hole hitting Luke Diamond, the catcher, transfer out of Lincoln Memorial University, part of the South Atlantic Conference. Did not play in the last game against Lane. In Game 3 of that series against the Bears of Lenoir-Rhyne, went 1 for 3. He takes the first pitch from Bain, low and inside for ball 1. In Game 3 of that series against the Bears, went 1 for 3 with an RBI. Diamond waits on the delivery, takes it well inside, that hit him. So 2 runners aboard for the Trojans after Diamond reaches on a hit by pitch. That was a big problem for Charleston yesterday. Allowed 25 free bags to Carson-Newman across walks and hit by pitches across both games of the doubleheader. First free pass today surrendered a hit by pitch, and Luke Diamond reaches base safely, and it brings up the cleanup batter, Noah Boughton. Boughton waits on the first pitch from Bain. It's taken low and outside. A good block from the catcher, Ulrich, as it skipped into the dirt. Boughton batting .273, had a 3-run home run against Lane in Trevecca's home opener in the midweek. Look back towards second. Bain fires on a pitch outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Boughton. White pants with a purple stripe up the side for Trevecca Nazarene. Purple belts to go alongside it. Bain takes a long look into his catcher, Ulrich. Now looks back, fires the 2-0 outside, and it's a favorable 3-0 count to Noah Boughton. It is purple jerseys with script Trojans written across the front, white numbers on the front left of the jerseys, matching numbers on the back, white accents on the sleeves of the purple jerseys. The 3-0 pitch is a called strike down the heart of the plate. Trevecca Nazarene accents their white pants and purple tops with black batting helmets today. Look back towards second. 3-1 is hit towards right field over the jumping glove of Samuel Lamond. The Trojans look to play station to station. Now that one gets through and into scores both Masiak and Diamond. So hits a single to right field. Boughton will then advance on a fielding error by the right fielder. Diamond goes from first all the way home. Masiak scores as well. And it's a quick 2-0 lead for Trevecca Nazarene off a costly error by the right fielder Mendez. And it brings up Brett Dingus. Dingus takes the first pitch inside and low for ball one. So a hit and an error on the same play puts Boughton at second and 2 runs in. The 1-0 delivery is chopped foul, evens up the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. A .357 batter, second in average on the team behind Joey Parliament, who led off the game flying out to center field. It's the only out of the inning so far. The 1-1 delivery from Bain is chopped foul into the Charleston dugout. They occupy the third base side, the home dugout. Trevecca Nazarene on the visitors' side on first base, where they will stay for the second game of their true doubleheader. 2 9-inning games for the Trojans today. The 1-2 delivery from Bain. This one's hit on the ground. That's through the left side for a base hit. Stopping at third base is Noah Boughton, but a single through the left side of the infield puts runners at the corners. The Trojans are in business here in the first against Charleston. It's back-to-back base hits for Trevecca Nazarene, third hit of the inning, and it brings up the designated hitter, Cole McCallum. Walters State transfer acts as the designated hitter today. Runner goes, first pitch inside, throw down from Ulrich. He's safe, the runner goes back. The tag is made. It's a 2-4-2, caught stealing. So Dingus successfully swipes second base. Boughton is out trying to come home. That is fouled off, and it will go up the hill on the first base side in foul territory. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs after Boughton caught stealing home on the delayed steal when Dingus took off for second. The 0-2 delivery. This one's flared high into right center field. It's the center fielder, Rust, who ranges over and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. 2-run score for the Trevecca Nazarene Trojans in the top of the first on 3 hits, an error, and 1 left on base. Charleston grabs the bats for the first time today when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Back here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex in the top of the first. 2 runs scored for Trevecca Nazarene. Just one of them is earned after an error by Mendez. The 4th error of this weekend for the University of Charleston. Now have a chance to grab the bats for the first time as we'll take you through the batting order for the Golden Eagles. Casey Fink, the first baseman, leads things off. Colin Kemp at third and Wilfredo Mendez, the right fielder, bat 2 and 3. Cleanup batter left fielder Dakota Miller. In the 5-hole, catcher Evan Ulrich. Trent Dosenbach, the player that Charleston brought in late in both games of the doubleheader yesterday, now gets his first collegiate start at designated hitter in the 6-hole. Bottom of the order, Carter Russ, Samuel Lamond, and Lane Wiesmiller occupying center field, second base, and shortstop positions. Casey Fink steps in to take on Jonas Smithson, the right-handed pitching junior, 0-1 on the season so far, taking a loss against Lenore Rhine in the opening weekend of the season. Pitched 5 innings with a 7.20 ERA. So Smithson sets, fires. The first pitch to Fink is outside for ball 1. Defensively for Trevecca Nazarene, Dingus in left, Masiak in center, Boughton in right. Parliament is at third base, Lester at short. Here's the 0-1 delivery outside, ball 2. Warner takes second base, and Lawrence is the first baseman for the Trojans. To a delivery is a called strike down low at the knees to Casey Fink. The 2024 Charleston leader in batting average, batting .400 after 2 games on the season. 2-1, taken low and inside, ball 3. Fink started to see the ball well towards the tail end of yesterday's doubleheader. Ended up going 2 for 3 with a double and a home run in game 2 of yesterday's doubleheader. Ground ball, it's hit towards second. Tough play for the second baseman, Warner, and it will be a leadoff single for Casey Fink. So continues to get that batting average up after that 2 for 3 performance yesterday. He's now 1 for 1 to start his day, and it brings up the third baseman, Colin Kemp. Went 1 for 2 in both games of yesterday's doubleheader against Carson-Newman. Batting .500 on the season because of it, 2 for 4. Shows bunt, pulls back, it's called a strike. So an 0-1 count, runner at first base for Charleston. Pickoff over to first. The tag is applied, but safe and standing is Casey Fink. Charleston wearing gray pants. They match it with a burgundy belt, burgundy jersey, yellow and white accents across the neck and the sleeves. Shows bunt again. The 0-1 is laid down. It'll be picked up by the third baseman, Parliament. The throw on to first is in time for the out and a sacrifice. 5-3. Bunt pushes Fink into scoring position. Three-hole Wilfredo Mendez, a transfer from Division I, Delaware, Charleston's young season. Despite most teams getting into action last weekend, called strike will curve its way in from Smithson, the pitcher. Charleston has elected to wait until the second weekend of the season to get started, with their first 2 games of the year coming yesterday. 0-1 delivery, taken low and inside. Count goes even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Charleston has a script Charleston written in white with a gold outline on the front. Similar style numbers on the front, just solid white numbers on the back. Runner goes from second, pitch out, throw down from third. No tag is applied, and it's an easy stolen base with a now 2-1 count on Mendez. Despite the pitch out, couldn't stop the speed of the leadoff batter, Casey Fink. Makes Charleston so far a perfect 5 for 5 on stolen bases. 2-1, swung on and missed. Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third for Charleston. Bottom of the first, Trevecca Nazarene 2, Charleston. Yet to find the scoreboard through 2 complete batters so far. Smithson's 2-2 to the 3-hole batter is swung on and missed for strike 3. First strikeout of the day is swinging, and now there's 2 outs. Big strikeout for Trevecca Nazarene and Jonas Smithson, as that now takes away the possibility of a sacrifice fly and what could be a run that cuts into the current 2-run deficit. Dakota Miller now tasked with getting a base hit. He takes the first pitch outside. Base hit that would drive in a run, can keep the inning alive through. Walk hit by pitch, and air would probably score that run as well. 1-0. This one's hit well towards right field. Boughton has a read but can't get there. It drops down into the gap for extra bases. In to score is Casey Fink, and it's a 2-out double to right field for Charleston. Cuts into the deficit. It's now 2-1. It looked like Boughton had it in his sights the entire way and then was just a bit outside of his outstretched glove. It allows Charleston to score. Ulrich waits for the first pitch. He swings for strike 1. In his 4th season with Charleston, transferred back after the 2021 season from Ohio State. The 0-1 missing upstairs. Counts even to Ulrich, 1-1 from Jonas Smithson. Charleston has cut into the lead 2-1 after an RBI double from Dakota Miller. He stands at second. The 1-1 is hit high, left field. Dingus has it in his sights, waits for it to come down, and finally clasp it into his glove. Charleston gets one back on 2 hits, leaving 1 aboard through 1 complete. It's Trevecca Nazarene 2, the University of Charleston 1, here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back here through 1 complete inning of what is a true doubleheader for Trevecca Nazarene. 9 innings against the University of Charleston. Turnaround 9 innings against Carson-Newman later today. Trevecca Nazarene holding a 2-1 advantage over the Golden Eagles of Charleston. After a big hit by Noah Boughton, followed by an error in right field from Wilfredo Mendez that allowed 2 runs to score. Mason Bain back out for his 2nd inning of work, and that's a rare sight for Charleston. It seemed like very, very rarely yesterday did a pitcher come out for a 2nd inning. And leading things off is Abbott Lawrence. Lawrence waits on the first delivery. He swings over the top of it for strike 1. It's been a tough start for things for Abbott Lawrence, batting now in the 7th hole, or 7 hole, batting .077 on the year. The 0-1, he swings over for strike 2. Of the 13 at-bats Lawrence has had this season, 11 of them have gone for strikeouts. The 0-2 delivery is taken down low, and Lawrence tries to work himself back into the count 1-2. Transfer from Columbia State. The 1-2 delivery is chopped foul, keeps the at-bat alive. Two runs on 3 hits, no errors for Trevecca. A run on 2 hits and an error for Charleston. Top of the second. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, and Lawrence's struggles at the plate continue. First strikeout of the day for Charleston pitcher Mason Bain. And it's Lawrence's 12th strikeout on 14 plate appearances. First pitch taken low and inside for ball 1. Lester did not play against Lane, had 1 hit in all 3 games of the series for Trevecca Nazarene against Lenoir-Rhyne. Another pitch will skip low and inside for ball 2. Carter Warner stands on deck for Trevecca. He's looking for his first base hit of the young season. 2-0 delivery. Finds his mark for a 3rd consecutive time. 3 straight pitches, all low and inside for called balls. It's a 3-0 count. 1 gone here in the top of the second for the Trojans. 3-0, this one goes right down Main Street, and as expected, no swing from Lester. Hitters count 3-1. Bain fires, and that one's a bit too low. Lester draws a 1-out walk. There's a runner aboard for Trevecca. Back-to-back innings in which Trevecca Nazarene had its first batter get out in the inning, then the second one reach. And it brings up the 9-hole in Carter Warner. 0 for 3 on the season. All 3 at-bats came against Lane. First pitch of his at-bat comes inside. Came in as a defensive substitute against Lenoir-Rhyne, but did not get to have a plate appearance against the Bears. The 1-0, runner goes on a hit and run, and it was fouled back into the netting. So the count's even after the foul ball, a ball and a strike, runner over at first. Warner waits on the pitch from Lane, who looks into Ulrich. Runner goes again. Throw is upstairs. The catcher throws down to the second baseman. It's Ulrich to Lemond and caught stealing. So Jacob Lester caught stealing 2-4.
May enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Austin Perando takes the rubber for Charleston. Perando, a native to Igemsville, Maryland, freshman out of Linganore High School, is making his collegiate debut. He'll have to take on the top of the Trevecca Nazarene batting order with Joey Parliament, who's batting over 500 on the season, so not an easy start to the collegiate career of Austin Perando. Mason Bain only makes it an inning and 2/3, allowing 4 hits to the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene. Only walked 1 and striking out 1 was Mason Bain, the starter for the Golden Eagles. So to get you caught up on where we are now, Trevecca Nazarene striking for 2 runs in the top of the first with 2 runners aboard at first and second. Noah Boughton singled into right field. It got under the glove of the right fielder, Wilfredo Mendez. That allowed both Diamond and Masiak, the runners at first and second, to come all the way home to score. After a Brett Dingus single following that Noah Boughton at bat, it pushed 1 earned run in. So a 2-run, 1 earned run day for Mason Bain, with the potential for more with an inherited runner at first base and Carter Warner for Joey Parliament, who steps into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch of his appearance is a called strike. In the bottom of the first inning, Charleston was able to strike on a 1. The 0-1 delivery is chopped foul, and in the collegiate debut of Austin Perando, has Trevecca's best batter by batting average through 4 games, on the ropes with an 0-2 count. Oh, 2 delivery. Count, it's a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2, runner goes, swing and a miss, but this is a drop third strike. The catcher throws it on over. The throw over to second is in time as well. So it's a drop third strike where Parliament reaches. So the first pitch to Brady Masiak is in there for a called strike. Parliament strikes out but reaches on a pass ball. Runners at first and second. Pitch down low to Masiak for ball 1. So not his first batter to strike out, but has to keep pitching after inheriting a 2-out inning. The 1-1 is fouled off, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Warner on that drop third strike was stealing, but will advance on the play regardless. The 1-2. It's hit through the left side of the infield, and it's a double to left center field that scores Warner. It's now 3-1. Parliament. First pitch swinging from Diamond is fouled off. And it's an 0-1 count to Luke Diamond. Second pitch is in there for a called strike. The 0-2. Missing outside. It's a 1-2 count to Diamond with runners at second and third. Masiak doubling. Parliament over at third base. Warner already in to score this inning. The 1-2 missing down low. Three runs on 5 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base through an inning of play for Trevecca. A run on 2 hits, an error, and 1 runner left on for Charleston. 2-2. This one's barreled up towards left field. Going back is Miller. This drops in for a base hit. It's a 2 RBI double for Luke Diamond, who slides left field line. Masiak scores, Parliament scores, and it's suddenly a 5-1 lead for Trevecca Nazarene, with Noah Boughton stepping up to the plate. Noah Boughton, 1 for 1 today, singled to right field his last time up. First pitch is taken high, 4-1. And Parando could have been out of the inning. He had a strikeout to Joey Parliament, who is now crossed the plate safely. Instead comes all the way in to score on a drop third strike. The 1-0, this one's hit up the middle. Shortstop Wiesmiller will throw on to first in time for the final out of the inning. Trojans score 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, leaving 1 on base. It's now 5-1. Trevecca Nazarene, middle of the second on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. shopseeandeagles.com.
So an unfortunate inning for pitcher Austin Parando. Got out of the inning, but due to a drop third strike, gets 2 earned runs on his line in his collegiate debut through just a third of an inning pitched. Bottom of the inning, Charleston coming to the plate. It's Trent Dosenbach, Carter Rust, and Samuel Lamond. Dosenbach, the designated hitter, batting .500 on the season, was a late sub in both games of the doubleheader. He'll take the first pitch in there for a called strike. Currently making his first collegiate start after being a pinch hitter and defensive substitution in both games yesterday against Carson-Newman. Dosenbach trying to start an early rally for Charleston, trailing by 4 here in the bottom of the second. The 0-2 is taken well outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch taken down low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count goes even to Dosenbach. 2 runs in the top of the first for Trevecca Nazarene, 3 runs in the top of the second, and it's 5-1. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Ball was held on to after Dosenbach started going up the line on what he thought was a drop third strike. Instead, it's just a traditional strikeout swinging for Smithson's second of the day. And it brings up Carter Rust, who's batting a .167. 1 for 4 with an RBI in game 1. One was probably about an 80% effort, tried to hold it back, but was well too late. The 0-1. He's in there for a called strike. And Russ now on the ropes, 0-2. Ball well outside. So that puts the count to a ball and 2 strikes for Carter Rust. He's the 7-hole batter for the Golden Eagles today. Charleston looking ahead to their next series in Fairfax, Virginia. It's the 1-2 fouled off. Taking on Westchester University of Pennsylvania, neutral site action against Westchester and Charleston from Patriot Park in Fairfax. The 1-2, this one's hit up the middle. That's a base hit for Carter Rust. So he gets that batting average up, was batting just a .167. That'll increase with a one-out single here in the second inning. And it brings up Samuel Lamond, batting at the Mendoza line of 200. Had a 2 RBI performance in Game 2, transfer from Arkansas Mountain Home Community College. He bats with a runner at first. Smithson shows bunt, pulls back, runner goes. It's a called strike, and it's an easy stolen base for Carter Rust. Puts a runner into scoring position, and it's a lot easier to bat with a runner in scoring position, knowing you have a chance for an RBI for Samuel Lamond. It's an 0-1 count with one away. Bottom 2, Charleston trailing by 4. Smithson fires on a pitch that's low, but a claim neutral site set against Westchester. Play UNC Pembroke on the road in Pembroke, North Carolina on February 25th. The 0-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. Lamond goes down on strike. Second strikeout of the inning for Jonas Smithson. He's got 3 on the day, and it brings up the 9-hole hat batting, Lane Wiesmiller. Wiesmiller did not play in Game 1 of yesterday. Did have an RBI, had a sacrifice fly in a 3-run 7th inning for Charleston. Runner at second, 2 gone, bottom 2. Smithson gives a check, runner goes, pitches outside for a ball, and Rust has his second stolen base of this trip around the base paths. Rust able to steal second, now stealing third with a 2-0 count on Wiesmiller. Top of the order, Casey Fink stands on deck for the Golden Eagles. 2-0, swung on and missed, fouled it off actually, just got a piece of it. Ends up into the catcher's glove. It's Diamond, the catcher behind the plate for Trevecca Nazarene. 2-1 with a runner at third, fouled off up the first base side. And this one will land in the visiting bleachers section of the Carson-Newman football facility. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. The pitch is hit well towards left field. It's a diving grab for the left fielder, Dingus, who is able to make the catch to stop the run from scoring. Wiesmiller flies out, and it stops a run from scoring. Golden Eagles, no runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. We're through 2 complete. It's 5-1 Trevecca Nazarene.
Trilight is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Trilight. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Top of the third inning, Trevecca Nazarene has scored at least 2 runs in the first 2 frames of this ball game. Trying to add on to their lead right now. We'll take you back to what happened last inning. All 3 runs score for Trevecca Nazarene after Joey Parliament strikes out, but on a wild pitch. He is able to reach first base safely. Maciak then doubles, Diamond doubles, drives in Parliament, Maciak, and Warner to get 3 runs on the board. First pitch taken low for ball 1. And Austin Perando, despite getting the strikeout, because the putout was not completed with the catcher Ulrich, all 3 runs earned onto his line. Sharply hit ground ball to Kemp, the third baseman. Throw across the diamond is in time. Brings up the designated hitter, Cole McCallum. Well, if this is a sign of good things to come for Trevecca Nazarene, 2 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second. Both innings, the first batter of the inning was out. First pitch to McCallum is taken low for ball 1. Flew out to center field in his last time up. His flyout ended the Trevecca half of the first inning. Another ball taken downstairs, and McCallum is ahead of Perando, 2 balls and no strikes. (2-0). It's hit towards right field, and well, Mendez keeps going back. It'll land over his head, on his knees. Mendez headbutts the wall as McCallum gets into second base with a double to right field. And making sure Mendez is okay, it looks like he is, and will trot back to his position in right field. McCallum with a 1-out double, and the Trojans, for the 3rd consecutive inning, have their second batter of the inning reach after an out was recorded. 3rd straight inning with a runner in scoring position as well. It brings up Abbott Lawrence. Ball slightly gets away. Ulrich chases it down. No pressure from McCallum. McCallum, the designated hitter. The double, the 7th hit of the afternoon, or morning, I should say, for Trevecca Nazarene. 10:59 a.m. So eclipsing on about 45. Touched on Lawrence's struggles at the plate to start the season. 14 plate appearances, 12 strikeouts, and now has a 3-0 count. Look back to second. The pitch to Lawrence is taken low, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Abbott Lawrence. That puts runners at first and second for the Trojans, with Jacob Lester coming to the dish. Of note, as part of that wild sequence, including the drop third strike in the second inning, one of the 3 runs that scores goes on the line of Mason Bain, the starting pitcher, as the first pitch to Lester will come inside for ball 1, and that's enough for Ulrich to come out and have a conversation after 5 straight balls. Carter Warner was the final batter to face Mason Bain. He reached on a single. That's when the University of Charleston decided to make the move. And so that run, when Warner came across the score, goes on Bain's line. After the quick time, it is a 1-0 count to Jacob Lester, the shortstop. Mentioned he walked in his first plate appearance last inning. Perando now having to deal with 2 runners aboard. The 1-0 is taken high at 6 in a row. For Trevecca Nazarene, after today's doubleheader, 9 innings against the Golden Eagles, 9 innings against Carson-Newman and the Eagles, have another road trip down to Montgomery, Alabama. The 2-0 delivery is swung on and hit towards right field. Mendez has a read, will reach up and make the catch. Tagging from second is Cole McCallum, and he will get to third safely. Runners at the corners with 2 away. And it brings up Carter Warner. Got his first base hit of the season his last time out. And before we can get to the 9-hole batter, Charleston will make their second call to the bullpen. Day is done for Austin Perando after inducing the fly ball out. We'll let you know who the new Golden Eagles pitcher is when we return.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeaneagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Get our first taste of a two-way player at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex this season. Alec Mendoza, the redshirt senior out of Pickerington, Ohio, comes in to pitch. Appeared yesterday as a batter against Carson-Newman. Went 0 for 1 in Game 1. Had one plate appearance in Game 2 in which he drew a walk, later coming around to score. So Mendoza takes over as the pitcher. It will be his first pitching appearance in a Golden Eagles uniform. We'll see how he goes in relief of Austin Perando and how many arms Charleston has left. Went through a boatload yesterday, especially in Game 1, the 9-inning game of the doubleheader against Carson-Newman, and then continued to pitch just as many arms as possible in Game 2. Now they'd have to take on a 9-inning game against Trevecca Nazarene, where the first two pitchers have struggled so far, so it's a question of how deep is this Golden Eagle bullpen as it brings up Carter Warner with runners at the corners and two away. Mendoza, a pitcher by nature. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Despite him appearing in the batter's box twice yesterday, played summer ball back in 2022 for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, where he was primarily used as a pitcher by the Rafters, as Warner fouls off the 0-1, now an 0-2. True two-way player in 2023 for Notre Dame College in Ohio, went 3-7 in 11 appearances. The 0-2 delivery. Called strike three. A big strikeout for Alec Mendoza as he comes in, strands two Trojans at the corners. No runs off a hit, no errors, and two runners left on at the end of the top of the third. Trevecca still holding on to a 5-1 lead here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Back here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, Trevecca Nazarene holding on to a 5-1 lead as we enter the bottom of the third of our 9-inning game today. Top of the batting order due up for Charleston, second time through the order for starting pitcher Jonah Smithson, the right-handed pitching junior looking for his first winning decision of the year. Smithson's dealt 35 through 2 innings. 23 of those have been strikes, so a really good ratio, just 12 balls to 25 strikes for Smithson. And in steps Casey Fink, the first baseman. Came into today's game batting .400. He's now up to .500 on the season with a leadoff single back in the bottom of the first. Smithson's third inning of work starts with a nice slider. However, it misses low, 4-1. Seemed like he took it just a bit off of it. So 1-0 will miss downstairs yet again. It had the movement of a slider. It just died before it got to the plate and ends up going low. 2-0 delivery. It's hit sharply towards second base. Warner should have an easy throw to Lawrence, and it is a 4-3 ground out for the first out of the inning. Casey Fink is retired. Brings up Colin Kemp. He was out on a sacrifice bunt his last time up that advanced Fink into scoring position. Fink then stole third and was driven in on a Dakota Miller RBI double. That accounts for the lone run of the game so far. Check swing, that's called a strike, and Kemp is behind in the count 0-1. And takes strike 2, so Kemp, without lifting the bat off his shoulders, is now down in the count 0-2. The 0-2 delivery, that one's taken low and outside. Easy take for Kemp. Third baseman is a true freshman at the University of Charleston. A lot of turnover in between seasons for the Golden Eagles. 1-2. Hit softly on the ground towards third. Parliament might not. Question began to arise whether Kemp would just beat it out naturally, but instead a good throw from third from Parliament records the out. Back-to-back groundouts to second and third base brings up Wilfredo Mendez, batting .333 after he struck out swinging against Smithson first time against him. So round 2 for Smithson against Mendez. First pitch low and away, batter's box. And the 1-0 just got a piece of it fouled off. Mentioned Charleston with a neutral site clash against Westchester next weekend. Then UNC Pembroke in a doubleheader midweek on February 25th. First home game for the Golden Eagles, not until March. A swing and a miss for strike 2. March 1st and March 2nd, back-to-back days with doubleheaders against the University of Findlay Oilers. 1-2, taken low, skips up. Diamond couldn't find it for just a second. And there's obviously no danger with nobody aboard. Picks up conference play next weekend. This one's fouled off, keeps the count at 2-2. Trevecca Nazarene also starting conference play next weekend. Trip down to Montgomery, Alabama to start Gulf South Conference play against the Auburn University Montgomery. 2-2, swung on and missed, and Mendez will go down on strikes for the second time today. It is the fourth strikeout for Jonas Smithson. 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the third. Go the Golden Eagles through 3 complete. It's 5-1, Trojans in front on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us. Whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Top of the fourth inning, a third of the way through our ball game today. It's the top of the batting order for Trevecca Nazarene. Already third time through the batting order, but just facing the Trojans, the Trojans are only facing the third pitcher for the University of Charleston. Alec Mendoza came in last inning, faced one batter, got 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a strikeout looking of Carter Warner. He'll have to take on Joey Parliament, who's 0 for 2 today, struck out swinging, but reached on a wild pitch back in the second. That started the avalanche for Trevecca in the top of the second. First pitch missing outside for ball 1. First ball delivered of the season for pitcher Alec Mendoza. 1-0 rides inside. The second ball of his appearance will come in and hit Parliament square on the back, and he's in visible discomfort. And the athletic trainer will come out for Trevecca Nazarene. That was right in the small of the back, in between the 2 deltoids. And it's a slow walk to first base for Joey Parliament. Best batter in this Trojan batting order. Not only does that have an impact if he's not 100% for the rest of this game, but potentially has an impact in Game 2 of Trevecca's doubleheader. Athletic trainer for the Trojans still out there having a conversation at first base after the hit-by pitch. Brady Masiak, who's 2 for 2, waiting to stand in. Parliament doing some stretches on first, gets a fist bump from the athletic trainer, and it looks like he's good to go as the base runner at first. First time today that the Trojans have had the leadoff batter get aboard. And immediately a pickoff over to first. Mendoza trying to take advantage of the discomfort from Parliament with a pickoff after Parliament had showed that discomfort. And now the first true pitch to Masiak will miss low and away. A look down at the sleeve. Now Mendoza fires. It's hit well towards the left center field gap. This will drop in for extra bases. Hitting third base and rounding third, coming home is Parliament. The throw is there, but the tag, oh no, they called him out. It looked like he had crossed home and the out was called. Trevecca wants an explanation. The home plate umpire in Marcus Wilkie is trying to explain it. Masiak doubles. Chase Sane, the head coach for Trevecca Nazarene, is out having a conversation, and now both umpires will have a quick conversation. Wilkie wants to come talk to field umpire Andy Glenn. From our view up here, I think everyone in the press box was a little surprised at the out call. It looked like he got under the tag, touched home plate, and then the tag was applied on his back. And now calling over Charleston. And it looks like this potentially could be a changed call. Dean Peterson, the head coach of the University of Charleston baseball's team. Masiak has doubled. That's set in stone. Question is, will a run score? Still a conversation being had. Peterson doesn't seem happy and motioning that there was an out called on the field. How can you change it when Andy Glenn, who's in the field, didn't have a good view of it? And after a conversation with him, the call seemingly, as of right now, has changed. We have not gotten an official signal yet. But Peterson does not look happy. Again, right now the call on the field is out. That has not officially been changed yet, but reading body language, it looks like it's about to be. First time this season at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, we've had a long argument, or disagreement between coaches and umpires. Dean Peterson almost looks like he's in disbelief right now of what he's hearing from Marcus Wilkie. In between all of this, Luke Diamond waiting to step into the batter's box. It went Russ to Wiesmiller to Ulrich, who applied the tag. The question was the tag late? The ball got there in time. And it becomes a point where you start asking, what could this conversation be about at this point? And he's called safe, so that is reversed. With an RBI double, Parliament goes from first to home after a long talk and deliberation. So Diamond steps into the batter's box. He's 1 for 1, was hit by a pitch and doubled. And pitch taken downstairs low for ball 1 to Diamond. Now 6 runs on 8 hits for Trevecca Nazarene, scoring a run here in the top of the 4th. The pitch from Mendoza taken upstairs by Diamond for a 2-0 count. Long amount of deliberation ends with a safe call and an overturnment on Wilkie's initial call. 2-0, missing inside for ball 3. There is a spot to put the runner with first base wide open, and that may actually be favorable for Charleston, as it would put a force at first, second, and third. 3-0 does come inside. It's a 4-pitch walk. So like I mentioned, it is another base runner, and you always want to try to limit the amount of base runners. However, that being said, that force is now open for Noah Boughton, who grounded out his last time up, and we're going to have our third call to the bullpen. 4th pitcher coming out for Charleston. We'll let you know who it is in just 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Campbell Spradling, left-handed arm, first lefty coming out of the bullpen for Charleston. Lakota East High School. He is taking on the cleanup batter in Noah Boughton, who had a 3-run home run in the Trojans' last game against the Lane Dragons. Had quite the interesting inning so far. Joey Parliament was hit by a pitch, was immediately picked off after he had showed visible signs of discomfort. That was unsuccessful. On the ensuing pitch, Maciak hits a double to left center field. Parliament gets the green light, starts heading home. Was initially called out, and after a long amount of deliberations, was then overturned and called safe on what we can only assume was catcher's interference for blocking the plate. And now Noah Boughton will step in. So Spradling, the 4th pitcher used today by the Charleston Golden Eagles. And the first pitch way high and tight. Gets Boughton to back off. For Charleston, thanking the schedule makers that they have some time off after this game. 1-0 is a called strike downstairs. Charleston has been running through arms like there is no tomorrow. Yesterday and today, already fourth pitcher used in the fourth inning. Game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader, Charleston used 7 as that pitch is called a strike on the inside part of the plate. Trace Hartman, Todd Douglas, Scott Templeton, Devin Fletcher, William Van Meter, Harry Lamont, and Patch Lyman all appeared in Game 1. Look back towards second. Here comes the 1-2. It's swung on and missed, so Spradling will get the strikeout on Boughton. That's still only the first out of the thing. He gets the K. And it brings up Brett Dingus, who is 1 for 2 with a single and it's a called strike. Will find its way onto the inside part of the plate. Jimmy Breen, Matt Crismond, Landon Ingram, Joe Simonetta, and Tyson Willis all showed their face on the mound for Charleston. The 0-1, that one's hit through the left side. That's a base hit, stopping at third, and now getting the green light after Miller dropped the ball. He'll throw back to second, and everybody is safe, so Dingus will single through the left side. Diamond advances, then will advance another bag on a fielding error by the left fielder. And the same for Masiak, who scores. So it's now 7-1. Second error on almost the exact same fashion as it now brings up Cole McCallum. McCallum waits and will take a called strike. Runners at the corners, the 0-1 fouled off. Nearly identical to the first inning when Noah Boughton singled into right field. It was then dropped by Mendez, the right fielder. When he tried to pick up the ball, it actually went more or less through his legs. Now Dingus singles to Miller, the left fielder, who just drops the ball when he goes to pick it up. Both runners advance an extra 90 feet. The 0-2 is fouled off. For Charleston, through their 3 games so far, really more like 2 1/3 games so far, have already committed 5 fielding errors. Not to mention the wild pitch on the strikeout of Joey Parliament back in the second. The 0-2 missing low and inside for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes, runners at the corners with Dingus at first, Diamond at second. Would make that third. One, two, look over, fouled off down the right field line. Still only 1 out in the inning. Double play is in effect with that runner at first. Abbott Lawrence stands on deck, a dangerous batter who's struggled to find his bat so far. The 1-2 hit sharply down the left field line. In to score is Diamond. This one gets into the corner, finally dug out by Miller. Down the left field line. Dingus is able to advance. Diamond is able to come in to score. And it's now an 8-1 ball game, bringing up Abbott Lawrence. And what a time for Lawrence to unleash the bat. He's struggled so far, 12 strikeouts on the year, reached earlier with a walk. His first pitch swings for strike 1. It's been a lot of empty swings for Abbott Lawrence. He's just 1 for Columbia State, where he transferred from, and just has struggled to adjust to his new school in New Jersey, wearing the purple and white for Trevecca Nazarene. The 1-1 called a strike, and it's 1-2. Charleston, the run for Campbell Spradlings are now earned after that big Cole McCallum double, regardless of the drop ball by Miller in left. The 1-2 is swung over the top of, and it's another strikeout for Abbott Lawrence, who just seemingly has no answers for any of the pitchers that he's seen so far. He strikes out for the second time today. Second strikeout for Campbell Spradling. Both outs this inning have been recorded on the punch-out. 8-hole batter Jacob Lester, 0 for 1 today. Walked and flew out to right. He takes the first pitch low for ball 1. The 1-0. Bouncing ball, heading over to second base, picked up by Lamond. The throw over is not in time, and it's an infield single to the second baseman. Advancing up to third goes McCallum. Dingus also crosses the plate and scores, and it's now a 9-1 lead for the Trojans. Lester will get his first hit of the day. It's again McCallum advancing, Dingus off the base paths, crossing the plate safely. It's his first run of the day, and it brings up the 9-hole Carter Warner, 0 for 2, single and a strikeout. 4 spot here in the top of the 4th. A swing and a miss for strike 1. For Spradling, 17 pitches, make that now 18 with 14 going for strikes. 0-1 delivery, missing low, count goes even. And you just wonder, how deep is that bullpen again? 12 pitchers used yesterday between 2 games of the doubleheader for Charleston, already on their 4th today. So 16 arms have appeared here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Called strike inside, puts the count at 1-2. And there is action in the Charleston bullpen down the left field line. The 1-2 fouled off. This one will land onto the turf of Berktar Stadium. Nine runs on 11 hits in the top of the 4th inning. The 1-2, ball will miss upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And mention this is unfamiliar territory for the Golden Eagles. A 44-10 start last year.
Know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account, have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Getting ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. Charleston has some work to do. Trevecca was put out in the 4th after 9 batters came to the plate. All 3 outs in the inning were recorded via the strikeout. After 4 hits and error, however, all runs were earned, leaving 2 on base in the top of the 4th. And it now brings up Dakota Miller, Evan Ulrich, and Trent Dosenbach. Dakota Miller 1 for 1 today with a double. He just barely gets a piece of it on a half-hearted swing that goes for a foul ball and strike 1. Work gets the swing and a miss for strike 2. Well, after Charleston went 44-10 last year, it might be time for some to think to sound the alarms as a swing and a miss goes for strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and Dakota Miller goes down on strikes for the 5th K victim of Jonah Smithson. And it brings up Evan Ulrich. However, recent history has shown that an 0-3 start, if Charleston can't make the comeback, is not a sign of the apocalypse, as the first pitch will miss for ball one. Just 2 seasons ago, 2023, a opening weekend sweep at the hands of the Wingate Bulldogs, a called strike puts the count at 1-1, put Charleston 0-3. Down the stretch, went 43-9 to finish 43-12 on the year. Ball downstairs will make it a 2-1 count. The Mountain East Conference Championship game, as the ball will miss yet again. 3 balls and a strike before the Golden Eagles were put out of the Atlantic Regional in back-to-back games against West Ulrich. First walk, number 20, Trent Dosenbach. In the midst of his first career start, struck out swinging his last time up. Shows bunt, pulls back, it's called a strike. In that 2023 season, Charleston then put 4 wins together to advance to 4-3 before taking another loss to Ohio Dominican. Pickoff over to first. Ulrich slides back in safely. After that loss to Ohio Dominican, that's when Charleston caught fire in that 2023 season. Another pickoff, and in safely is Ulrich. Helps that Charleston had a 27-5 conference record and a 28-3 home record in that 2023 season. The 0-1. Different release point for Smithson, but it misses outside for ball one. Just let it go a touch sooner. Ended up going outside as a result for the righty. The 1-1 taken outside, same pitch, same result. Two and one, runner over at first base. A look down for Smithson, now fires a slice ball towards left field. It's caught by Dingus, and retreating back to first base is Ulrich. Dosenbach flies out, and there's 2 gone in the inning. And it brings up Carter Rust. Batting .286 on the year. He's singled back in the second, stole second and third before being stranded there at the end of the inning. The first pitch of the at-bat is in there for a called strike to Carter Rust. Perhaps surprisingly, maybe not, the first ever meeting between the University of Charleston and Trevecca Nazarene on the baseball diamond. And now a long talk between Andy Glenn, who is our home plate umpire, and delivering a However, a ball gets away from the catcher Diamond, and it allows Ulrich to take second base. An 0-2 count with 2 away. Now a runner in scoring position. Outside, really dangerous take with 2 strikes. Should Rust reach, Samuel Lamont stands on deck. The 1-2 taken low, and the count's back to even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trevecca looking for a quality win As this one's barreled up towards left field, it's deep at the warning track. This one's over the wall. Carter Rust hits a 2-run home run. And Charleston cuts into the deficit. It's now 9-3. Carter Rust leaves the yard for his first time this season. Ball game after Rust leaves the yard. Foot shot for Carter Rust as the first pitch to a pinch hitter is a called strike. The 0-1 taken low. It is number 47 as the pitch taken low for a called strike. Drew Galt, the freshman from Youngstown, Ohio, will take another pitch away for ball 2 of the at-bat. And fouls it off. 70 pitches for Jonah Smithson. 43 of those pitches have gone for strikes. So Lamont's day is done. The 2-2 high and tight for ball 3. Payoff pitch on the 3-2. It's hit in the air towards right field. Golden Eagle fourth, a 2-run home run for Carter Rust that goes 406 feet. And it's now 9-3 through 4 complete here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric's Special How Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Back here for the top of the 5th, a couple of changes. It's now number 14, Nate Vargo, the right-handed pitcher, on the mound for Charleston, set to take on the top of the order. The first pitch is taken high and away for ball 1. So it is now a 1-0 count. Pitch is taken upstairs for ball 2. A change at second base as well, as it's number 47, Drew Galt, who remains in the ballgame. 2-0, that one's finally in there for a strike to Joey Parliament, who is 0 for 2 today. Flew out, struck out, but reached on a drop third strike and then was hit by a pitch. The 2-1 on the way. This one misses outside for ball 3. Hitters count 3 balls and a strike. Brady Maciak, who's 3 for 3 today, stands on deck. 3-1. barreled up towards right field. Men Parliament extends his hitting streak to 5 consecutive games and gets a solo shot to give Charleston its 10th run of the game. It's now 10-3. And it brings up Brady Masiak after the home run. And the first pitch is taken upstairs for a ball. Second pitch of the at-bat taken for a strike. Count goes even to 1 ball and 1 strike. So Masiak even in the count after the Joey Parliament home run to right field. The 1-1 delivery taken low and inside for ball 2. The 4th home run of the season as a team for Trevecca Nazarene. 2-1, well outside. It's now a 3-1 count. Masiak 3 for 3 today, a single and a pair of doubles. Doubled in the 2nd and the 4th. Three-1 on the way. This one's hit well towards left field, but right into the glove of Miller, who's occupying left center. That goes for the first out of the inning, and it brings up Luke Diamond. Nate Vargo, the pitcher on the mound for Charleston, is the 5th pitcher used by the Golden Eagles today. First pitch is taken low for ball 1 to Luke Diamond. Fouled back into the screen, 1 ball and 1 strike. A newcomer to the team in Vargo. Well, a redshirt last season. Native to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Bethel Park High School. The 1-1 chopped foul towards the Charleston dugout on the third base side. So Vargo coming down from Pittsburgh, just an hour or so south of Pittsburgh to the capital city of West Virginia to play his college ball. Charleston has a 7-run deficit, 10-3. Trevecca looking to make it more as Diamond takes the 2-2 outside. Full count with 1 away, nobody on, top of the 5th. It's 10-3 in favor of Trevecca Nazarene. Three-2 payoff pitch. Chopper over to third, picked up by Kemp. The throw across the diamond is perfect in time for the second out. So Diamond grounds out 5-3, and it brings up Noah Boughton. Boughton, the right fielder, 1 for 3 today. He singled in the first, grounded out to short in the second, and struck out swinging in his last at-bat, just last inning in the 4th, in which Trevecca batted around. First pitch hit well towards right field. Mendez can't get there. And advancing up to second base is Boughton. Boughton thought about taking third and then slows down to take second. So we'll reach on another fielding error by Mendez. Not the day for him. Reaching on that fielding error by Mendez. Had he kept it in his glove, it probably would have been an out. And instead, Boughton is able to take second off a 2-base error. Third error of the day for the Golden Eagles as Dingus, the batter, fouls it back for strike 1. 10 runs on 12 hits, no errors for Trevecca. The 0-1 to Dingus is outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for Charleston. Trojans have left 6 on base to this point. The Golden Eagles have left 2. The 1-1 delivery taken low, 4 ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base is Noah Boughton after the two-base error. 2-1, just chopped foul. Little dribbler up the third base line. Should Dingus reach and extend the inning, it extends to the designated hit where it doesn't extend all the way up and rolls into the general spectator area. Still a 2-2 to Dingus. Fargo, the pitcher, trying to get through the inning with minimal damage. And time called by the batter, Dingus. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Dingus 2 for 3. Looking to extend the inning with a base hit. The 2-2 taken outside, and will do it again, but this time with a full count. "12 hits for Trevecca. Dingus trying to make it 13. The 3-2, instead it will be taken low and away for ball 4. Winning a lengthy battle that lasts 7 pitches. Fargo loses him on a walk. With runners at first and second, it brings up Cole McCallum. He's 2 for 3, has doubled twice, has advanced to third. Both times he's doubled, but both times has also just been stranded there. Fouls off the first pitch he sees. The only at-bat which McCallum did not reach safely on a double was back in the first when he flew out to center. Pitch taken for a called strike 2. And will swing on a drop third strike. The throw will go down, and it's in time for the final out of the inning. So McCallum strikes out. The putout is finished. Ulrich to Fink over at first, and that's how the inning ends. A home run by Joey Parliament highlights the inning. A run, a hit, an error. 2 runners left on base, and it's 10-3, middle 5.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. Lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance /Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com /Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. ShopSeeAndEagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
As we enter the bottom of the 5th, Jonas Smithson enters the ballgame for his 5th inning of work with 72 pitches thrown. Smithson looking for, or to qualify, I should say, for the winning decision if he can get through 3 outs here in the 5th. He'll have to take on a new pinch hitter, as it's John Stansbury pinch hitting for Wiesmiller. So Stansbury waits, he grounds it, and on the first pitch he sees, gets a single through the left side of the infield. So Stanbury reaches safely, and it will bring up Carter Fink. Make that Casey Fink, apologies. So Jonas Smithson, just the 5th hit that he has surrendered thus far. Waits on the delivery, taken low for ball 1. 75th pitch of the morning turned afternoon coming up for Smithson as he picks off trying to catch Stansbury, but comes up empty. And another pickoff attempt, but it's again Stansbury back in there. Charleston with 3 runs, 2 and 2 strikes. (3-2). That's taken low, and that's a walk. Fink will advance to first. Stansbury gets up to second base, and it brings up Kemp. 2 on, nobody gone here in the top of the 5th, and this will induce a mound visit for Trevecca Nazarene. The infield will come in. Will they take the ball from Jonas Smithson is the next question. Chase Sane, the head coach for Trevecca Nazarene. Todd Yost, the assistant coach, and Braden Kale acting as the pitching coach. Josh Carmen and Jaron Kendall also act as Sane's assistants. No pitching change just yet for Trevecca Nazarene, potentially just calming the nerves before the Kemp. First pitch is in there for a called strike to Kemp after the mound visit concludes. And we'll see how much that mound visit matters as a bunt is now laid down up to the pitcher. There is no play, and it's an infield bunt single back to the pitcher for Colin Kemp. Fink is advancing to second. Stansbury gets up to third, and the bases are loaded for Wilfredo Mendez. But we have yet another pinch hitter. Mendez will not come to the plate. Instead, it's Aiden Brunner coming in as a pinch hitter. Second pinch hitter of the inning for Charleston. Smithson lifts the leg and fires. That's a floater in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 taken downstairs. Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kemp at first, Fink at second. Stansbury, who pinch hit to lead off the inning, stands over at third. The 1-1 chopped on and missed by Brunner, the pinch hitter. And it's strike 2. Bases are loaded, nobody out. The 1-2 delivery taken well outside, and the count's back to even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 with 2 strikeouts. The 2-2 delivery taken. Big pitch here. Ducks on the pond, nobody out, with Charleston trailing by 7. The payoff pitch is high and inside. It's a bases-loaded walk that will walk in a run.
Visit Trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Matthew Hawk comes out of the bullpen to do the pitching for Trevecca Nazarene. The senior left-handed pitcher comes out of Mainville, Ohio, and Kings High School. Appeared in 7 games last season, but did not record a decision except for 1 save in 5 2/3 inning of work. 2025, he's had on 2 strikeouts. Of the 2 hits that he allowed, 1 was a double, 1 was a triple, and it brings up Dakota Miller with the bases loaded and nobody out. Charleston trying to cut into the deficit, trailing 10-4. Brunner at first, Kemp at second, Fink at third, and the first pitch from Hawk is swung on and missed by Miller. Smithson goes 4 complete, allows 6 hits, 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. Runs are still to be determined with 3 inherited runners by the new pitcher Hawk. The 0-1 swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Hawk has induced 2 swings. Bases full of Golden Eagles. Sends it out of the yard, and the Golden Eagles only trail by 2. A left field shot by Dakota Miller, and we've got ourselves a ball game. A grand slam to left field, and it's 10-8. What a shot by Miller. Sending it over the left field wall. And a quick conversation now between Coach Sane of Trevecca Nazarene and the field umpire Marcus Wilkie. And I guess, is there now a question of, did a runner not touch a base? After a home run like that, that's one of the only things that I can come to a conclusion with. Or the other question is, did a runner pass? Evan Ulrich stepping up to the batter's box. Knew it was hit well off the bat, and then it just kept carrying and carrying and carrying, and eventually it landed on the banks of Mossy Creek. A ball downstairs. Ulrich didn't like it, shakes his head. Game back within 2. 1-0 outside, and it's a 2-0 count to Ulrich. So Matthew Hawk comes in, faces Dakota Miller, lets up a home run. Only one of those runs is on Miller's line. And the remaining 3 go on Smithson. This one's hit well. Left field and deep. This one's gone. Back-to-back jacks. 393 feet over the left field wall, and we're within 1 run. Charleston has exploded for a 6-run inning. It's now 10-9 as the Golden Eagles keep chipping away on the Trojans. Same location, home run to left field. It's 10-9. Charleston has scored 8 of the last 9 runs in this ball game, and it brings up Trent Dosenbach. Can it become 3 in a row for the DH Dosenbach? First pitch is taken as a ball outside. It's hit well, but actually really a chopper over to first base. The first baseman Lawrence will step on the bag himself, and after 6 runs scored this inning, that's out number 1. And it brings up Carter Rust after the 3 unassisted. Well, the cleanup batter, Dakota Miller, did his job with the bases loaded full of the top 3 of the batting order. Hits a grand slam as one. Desperately was looking for yesterday against Carson-Newman, and it never came. .95. 1-1. This one's hit well into the right center field gap. That drops in for extra bases. Rust will double to right center. He wants 3. He's going to third base and will get it. The speedy Carter Rust slides in like a slip and slide into third, fires up his dugout, and the tying run is 90 feet away. A triple into the right center field gap. And it looks like that will be the day for Matthew Hawk after just 11 pitches. He gets rocked for 2 home runs and a triple and will likely be pulled from the ballgame. He will. New arm trotting in out of the bullpen for Trevecca. We'll be back and let you know who it is on the mound for the Trojans when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today. Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Logan Harrell comes out of the bullpen, the right-handed arm, a sophomore from Hendersonville, Tennessee, out of Goodpasture Christian High School. Takes over for Matthew Hawk, who only recorded 1 out, allowed 3 hits. Those 3 hits was a grand slam, a solo home run on back-to-back home runs, and a triple down the right center field gap. He did record 1 out, inducing a 3 unassisted to the designated hitter, Trent Dosenbach. And it's now the pinch hitter from last inning, Drew Galt, who took over Samuel Lamont's spot at second, who will be the 9th batter of the inning. Galt has yet to get a plate appearance this season. If you're just tuning in, we've had a fun one here at a neutral site in Jefferson City, Tennessee. A 6 spot here in the bottom of the 5th has turned a 10-3 game into a 10-9 game. First pitch, Galt shows bunt, pulls back. It's called a strike. Harrell has had 1 appearance so far. It was against Lenore Ryan. He pitched 2 2/3, allowed 4 hits and 2 runs. Fouls it back into the screen is Galt, and it's 0-2. Faced 11 batters against the Bears. Of the 4 hits he allowed, 1 of them was a long ball. Now an 0-2. This one hits high and tight for ball 1. By the way, that triple by Carter Rust, who stands over at third, 107 miles per hour driven into the right center field gap off the bat. 1-2 delivery. This one's hit back up the middle. This drops for a base hit. We are tied, and it's Drew Galt, who came in as a pinch hitter, who delivers the game-tying RBI single into center field. Rust scores. It's a 7 spot here in the bottom of the 5th, and it's 10-10 and a barn burner cooking up in Mossy Creek. back all the way to the top of the order, still listed on the lineup card as a pinch hitter is John Stansbury II. Runner goes on a swing and a miss. The throw down. The shortstop grabs it. Did he evade the tag? He did! Drew Galt with a stolen base swimming underneath the tag. So Galt steals. It's now an 0-1 count to Stansbury. Batting around are the Golden Eagles. Trying now to take the lead with only one out. There's a runner in scoring position. The 0-1 delivery taken outside, and it's ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. In this 5th inning combined between the two teams, 8 runs have been scored, 3 home runs, 2 in the bottom half of the inning, 1 in the top half. The pitch from Harrell, check swing. It turns into a check swing bunt that goes back to the pitcher, or more of a swinging bunt, I should say, and it's a 1-3 ground out that advances Galt up to third. And it brings up Casey Fink, who walked early. Trevecca thought they had this game locked up, or at least were feeling really comfortable with a 10-3 lead as the ball will miss downstairs. And really a 9-1 lead at the middle of the 4th. The 1-0 called a strike, and it's a 1-1 count. Since that point, at a 9-1 Trevecca lead, it has been a 9-1 run in favor of. And this one will hit off the top of the home dugout for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Russ stands at third. Make that. Galt sits at third on a 1-2 count. A swing and a miss. So a strikeout ends the inning, and Trevecca Nazarene is saying, finally, 7 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on. A grand slam from Dakota Miller and back-to-back jacks from Evan Ulrich lead to a game-tying RBI single from Drew Galt. Through 5 complete, it's 10-10 here on the banks of Mossy Creek on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Couple of changes to talk over defensively for the University of Charleston. Matt Crismon back on the mound. His 2nd straight day in which he's having an appearance here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, as he pitched in Game 2 of yesterday's doubleheader. Leading things off is Abbott Lawrence. We've talked about him a lot, really struggling at the plate to open the season. Batting under 100 with 13 strikeouts in 15 at-bats. First pitch is taken for a called strike 1 from the new pitcher, Matt Crismon. Yesterday against Carson-Newman, pitched just a third of an inning, allowed a hit and an earned run on 2 batters faced. He fouls off a pitch, and it's an 0-2 count. So really a fresh arm, only pitched 7 pitches yesterday against the Carson-Newman Eagles, and is back on the mound today. Now the 0-2 delivery is taken low and away, 4-1. It's a ball and 2 strikes, and it's something about that home dugout with the comeback effort as a fly ball is hit into shallow right field. It's the shortstop Galt, second baseman Galt, I should say, who reaches up and makes the catch in shallow right. Brings up Jacob Lester. Couple other defensive changes to mention. A swap in right and left fields. It's the first pitch to Lester, misses low and away for ball one. Aiden Brunner is now in left field. Miller moves from left to right. Mendez, with 2 errors on his day already, was taken out of the ball game. Ball low and away will make it a 2-0 count. This one's hit well towards left field, but tailing foul out of play. So the new outfield for Charleston, Brunner in left, Russ still in center where he started the game, and Miller in right. Kemp is at third. Stansbury is the new shortstop, as a called strike will make it a 2-2 count to Lester. Galt is still at second, and Fink is at first. 2 gone here in the top of the 6th. Single, make it now 2 for 4 as he singles up the middle on the first pitch he sees. So a 2-out base runner in Carter Warner. He's now 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and a pair of backwards Ks as it brings up Joey Parliament. Quite the interesting line for Parliament today. He is 1 for 3, reached and scored, however, 3 times. Hit by pitch, drop third strike, and a solo shot last inning. Ball well outside to Parliament, starts his at-bat for the third baseman wearing number 1. Ball and no strikes. The delivery will make it 2 balls and no strikes as the slider continues to slide on out of the strike zone on the outside part for the right-handed hitting Parliament. Sets, fires, down low, pick off back to first, but in safely. It's a 3-0 count to Joey Parliament with 2 away, and the 3 for 4 Brady Masiak standing on deck. 23 hits combined between the two teams in now a little over 5 innings. Here in the top of the 6th, the 3-0 right down Main Street for a called strike 1. So a hitter's count, 3 balls and 1 strike. The deal, check swing off the bat, was an unintentional foul ball. Tried to check his swing, did so successfully, but the ball hit the bat regardless and it goes foul, so the count's now full. Matt Crismond back out onto the mound for the 2nd consecutive day. Runner goes, payoff pitch is a ball upstairs, and Parliament will draw a walk. So a base hit by Carter Warner, now a walk drawn by Parliament, puts 2 runners aboard for Masiak. Masiak, 3 for 4 today, and now time will be called. Is the leash this short for Matt Crismond? Has dealt 16 pitches so far after dealing 7 yesterday and is now in a little bit of a jam. Has runners at first and second, but got the first 2 batters of the inning out, including a strikeout looking of the 8-hole batter Jacob Lester. And they'll leave him to his devices. Crismond remains in the ballgame. Runners at first and second, a really dangerous hitter in Brady Masiak, hitting .500 on the year after a 3-for-4 performance today. 9 for 18 on the year with 4 doubles. 2 of those coming today. Ball well outside will open up the Masiak at bat, a ball and no strikes. It's been a full score sheet for both teams. 10 runs in 5 complete innings will do that for each team. The 1-0 delivery comes inside, nearly bit him on the belt. Instead, it will go for ball 2. After his performance yesterday and the 2 outs he's recorded today, called strike will put the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Entered this appearance with a ERA of 27 with an earned run yesterday and just 1 out recorded in his 7 pitches. 2-1 well outside, and it's a hitter's count, a 3-1 count with Luke Diamond standing on deck. Diamond today is 1 for 2, was hit by a pitch and walked. His 1 hit today is a double. 3-1 delivery, it is ball 4, and Diamond, the catcher, will have to take off the pads and grab a bat to hit. Bases are loaded for Trevecca Nazarene, and now the leash has come to its close for Matt Crismond. Call to the bullpen for Charleston, 7th pitcher used, and the 19th different pitcher spot by the Charleston Golden Eagles this weekend. We'll let you know who it is after a short break on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Back here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex on the banks of Mossy Creek here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. William Van Meter takes over on the hill for the Charleston Golden Eagles. Faced 3 of the Carson-Newman Eagles in Game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader, and Charleston was swept by Carson-Newman in a 9-7 doubleheader. Van Meter had 13 pitches, did not allow a hit, nor run, nor walk, nor strikeout. So 13 pitches to induce 3 outs in play for William Van Meter. He'll have to take on Luke Diamond with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Diamond today is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs, was also hit by a pitch and walked. Bases are loaded, full of Trojans. The first pitch taken well inside and low for ball 1. Masiak stands at first, Parliament at second, Warner is at third for Trevecca Nazarene, clad in the purple and white. 1-0 delivery inside, it almost bit him on the ankle, but instead it's ball 2. 7 pitchers have been used in this game by Charleston as the 2-0 is fouled off for strike 1. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded. All 3 runners will be breaking for the next base when Van Meter lifts his leg. Van Meter takes the breath. There go the runners, and it's ball 4 upstairs. That walks in what is now the go-ahead run. Masiak up to second, Parliament up to third, Warner scores. Back in front are the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene, 11-10. And it brings up Noah Boughton. Van Meter comes in and on a full count walks a batter in 6 pitches. First pitch to Boughton is inside for ball 1. Boughton today is 1 for 4, singled back in the first. Advanced to second on an error by the original right fielder Mendez. The 1-0 delivery hit back up the middle, shifted with Stansbury, who throws onto first base in time for the out. Excellent shift by Stansbury, who was standing behind the second base bag, and that ends the inning. But for Charleston, the more important thing is the damage was done. 1 run is enough right now on 1 hit. Bases were left loaded, but it's 11-10. Trojans in front. Middle of the 6th on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Bottom of the 6th inning and a barn burner here in Jefferson City. It's Trevecca Nazarene 11, Charleston 10. We're only in the bottom of the 6th inning as Charleston tries to tie the game and potentially take the lead for the first time today. Colin Kemp will lead things off. Kemp waits on the first pitch. He takes it for a called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery swung on and missed at strike 2. Charleston, an excellent fight in the bottom of the 5th, scoring 7 runs to tie the game at 10. Trevecca then worked a bases-loaded walk in the top half of the inning as a foul ball will keep the count where it is. To reclaim the lead, Trevecca Nazarene now holding an 11-10 lead. Very rare at really any level besides, I would say, like T-ball and coach pitch to see a game get with both teams into double digits, a pitch taken high for ball 1. One-two count. It comes inside. It drills him. Colin Kemp hit by a pitch. Or did that hit off the barrel of the bat? I think it hit off the knob of the bat, and it's now 2-2. Foul ball. Hit well up the right field line. And outside. Counts full 3 balls and 2 strikes. 20th pitch of the appearance for Harrell is grounded over to third. Picked up by Parliament. The throw on to first is in time for the first out of the inning in the bottom of inning number 6. And it brings up the left fielder now in Aiden Brunner. Came in as a pinch hitter and moved over to left field. Pushed Dakota Miller, who stands on deck, over to right field. And the new Charleston left fielder steps into the batter's box for his second plate appearance of the day after walking in his first. First time since March 17th of last year, as the 0-1 is fouled off down the right field line, that Charleston has played in a game with both teams scoring over 10 runs. They defeated West Liberty 22-11 in 7 innings on March 17th last season. 0-2, fouled off, will do it again. Still an 0-2 count. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Swing and a miss makes it 2 away on an 0-2 count. Brunner goes down on strikes. It is the second strikeout on the day for Logan Harrell, who came in for relief of Matthew Hawk, who then came in for relief of Jonah Smithson. Miller will take the first pitch high for ball 1. Dakota Miller, his last time up, hit a grand slam that scored Brunner, Kemp, and Fink and himself over the left field wall. The 1-0 downstairs, and it's ball 2. It's been a minute for Trevecca Nazarene since playing in a game with both teams scoring 10. It's a high pop-up. Hit to left field. Dingus is there, will reach up and make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down in the Golden Eagles 6. We're through 2/3 of our ball game. Trevecca Nazarene 11, Charleston 10 on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, entering the 7th inning, Trevecca Nazarene has a chance to add some insurance, leading 11-10 and out-hitting Charleston 13-10 as well. Charleston also leads in the least amount of errors committed. Charleston has committed 3, all by their outfielders on fielding errors, while Trevecca has not made a mistake in the field. Britt Dingus will lead off the top of the 7th against William Van Meter, who stays in after finishing up the 6th inning. First pitch swinging over to the shortstop Stansbury. He picks it up, fires on to first base. 1 pitch, 1 out. And it brings up Cole McCallum. McCallum today 2 for 4. 2 doubles, a strikeout, and flying out to center field. Pitch taken for strike 1. 10th pitch for Van Meter today. He's been efficient. The 0-1 delivery, chopped foul, hit into the screen behind home plate for strike 2. Became quite interesting in the 6th inning after big innings in the 4th and 5th. The 6th was relatively quiet. Swinging a foul ball will keep the count where it is. Trevecca was able to get the bases loaded and worked a bases loaded walk, but for the most part were stranded there after the bases began to get loaded after 2 outs were already recorded. The 0-2 is hit in the air, fair territory. Second baseman calls everybody off and will make the catch. It's Galt who came in as a pinch hitter. Two gone here in the top of the 7th, who will bring up Abbott Lawrence. Lawrence has struggled to get his bat going this season. He'll swing and miss for strike one. 2 strikeouts today gets him up to 13 on the season in 16 at-bats. Put a ball into play and flew out to second base his last time up. He now barrels this one up. Right field, forget about it. A no-doubt home run for Abbott Lawrence. That's what he's been waiting for. He barrels one up 108 miles per hour off the bat and drives it 370 feet out to right field. An insurance run on the board. Abbott Lawrence finally gets the piece he was looking for on an 80-mile-per-hour pitch, middle, and just drives it out of the yard. So it's now 12-10 with the home run by Abbott Lawrence, and it brings up Jacob Lester. First pitch high and away, however, finds the strike zone for strike one. Van Meter gets punished for his first run on his line this season. Swinging a dribbler over to short, picked up by Stansbury. The throw is a tough one, but it's there. Lester grounds out to short, and at the end of the Trojans' 7th, a big 370-foot home run for Abbott Lawrence. Muscled it off the bat, 108 on the exit velo. And at the 7th inning stretch, it's 12-10. Trevecca, Nazarene on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Welcome you back here. 7th inning stretch has come and gone. Bottom of the 7th, Charleston needing some run support, now trailing by 2. Had a 7-run bottom of the 5th that brought the game back to a tie. However, Trevecca Nazarene scored runs in 4 consecutive innings, including a home run in the top of the 7th from Abbott Lawrence as the first pitch to Ulrich is fouled off for strike one. And a walk, bases-loaded walk in the 6th, have put 2 more runs on the scoreboard for the Trojans. And it's now 12-10 Trevecca Nazarene. 0-1. This one's hopped up high, foul territory. Parliament chases after it. He's still got a chase of it and will make the catch. So a foul out to third for Ulrich will start the inning, and that's the first out. Logan Harrell still on the mound for Trevecca Nazarene in replacement of Matthew Hawk, who only lasted a third of an inning. And it brings up the designated hitter, Trent Dosenbach, 0 for 3 today. First pitch to Dosenbach is in there for a called strike on the 30th pitch of Harrell's day. Dosenbach struck out, flew out, and grounded out. He tries to bunt his way aboard, but instead fouls it off for strike 2. Needs to swing away here. The windup and pitch from Harrell. This one's hit well towards the second baseman Warner, who gloves it. The throw on to first is in time. Dosenbach grounds out for the second time today. He's now 0 for 4. And it brings up Carter Rust, who is very quietly a double shy of the cycle. singled in the second, homered in the fourth, and tripled later on that same inning. So Rust looking for a double to complete the cycle for the Golden Eagles. He'll take a pitch for a called strike on a check swing. Held up successfully, however, it was called a strike regardless. The 0-1 fouled off, and it's strike 2 to Rust. So Rust now having to fight through an 0-2 count. 3 for 3 today. Takes a pitch. Looked good, but called a ball. The 1-2 delivery taken down low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We know Rust can find the gap. He did so on his triple in the fourth. Pitch is taken upstairs. Make that the fifth. Apologies. So it's now a 3-2 count after another ball. Here comes the pitch from Harrell. Rust pops it up. The shortstop, Lester, ranges over to more the third base position in the outfield grass, but will make the catch on the pop out. Rust retired for the first time today. The Golden Eagles go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 7th. Through 7 complete, it's Trevecca Nazarene 12, Charleston 10 on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Couple of defensive changes for the University of Charleston. Now in right field is Whitty. Stepping up to the batter's box is Carter Warner. New pitcher on the hill as well for Charleston. In number 24, Tyson Willis. It's his second appearance of the weekend so far. So waits on the first offering. And he is hit by the pitch. Obviously not what you want to see for the first batter of the inning, Carter Warner, who's plunked. So the new right fielder, Damian Whitty, takes over. And we're back to the top of the order with Joey Parliament. So Parliament waits. He delivers a foul ball for the first strike. Now in left field is Dakota Miller. He'll swing and miss for strike 2. The 0-2 fouled off yet again. Keeps the count where it is at 0-2 with now a runner at first base. So they still try to take a look at our defensive changes in the field for Charleston. As the 0-2 is barreled up. This one's hit towards center field. Ranging over and making the catch is Carter Rust. So there's one away in the inning with one aboard. And it looks like this will be the day for the new pitcher in Tyson Willis. So a pretty quick time on the mound. We'll take a short break, let you know who the new Golden Eagles pitcher is after the break on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We're back here with a new pitcher on the mound. It will become the 9th pitcher used today by Charleston. And onto the mound is Scott Templeton, the left-handed pitching senior from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, transferred from Newberry College. Also appeared yesterday in game 1 of the doubleheader, pitched 25 pitches with a hit by pitch and an inning pitched against Carson-Newman's Eagles. And it brings up Brady Masiak. He inherits a runner over at first base after a hit by pitch on the opening at bat of the inning. And a fly out to center field gets us to 1 out on the scoreboard at the time of the pitching change. First pitch taken low and inside. That is ball 1 to Brady Masiak. Masiak today is 3 for 4 with a pair of doubles and a fly out to left. The 1-0 delivery is swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first. Tyson Willis came in to pitch to open up the inning. His day is already done after just 2 batters faced. Pitch will miss low. It's 2 balls and a strike. Two-one delivery, swung on and fouled off for strike 2. Masiak just catching the tiniest piece of that ball, and it stays in the general vicinity of the batter's box. Warner was plunked by a pitch. He was 2 for 4. He stands at first base with 1 away in the inning. Scott Templeton wearing number 12 in the burgundy jersey for the Charleston Golden Eagles. The 2-2 fouled off. We'll do it again. "12 runs on 14 hits, no errors, and 11 runners left on base for Trevecca Nazarene." So here comes the 2-2 from Templeton. It's swung on and missed into the glove, and Masiak goes down on strikes. It's the first batter that Templeton will face. 2 gone, and it brings up Luke Diamond. 10 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors for Charleston. Only 3 runners left on base for the Golden Eagles. First pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's an 0-1 count. The 0-1 delivery swung on and missed for strike 2 in a neutral site clash here in Jefferson City between the University of Charleston and Trevecca Nazarene University. The first ever meeting on the baseball diamond between these two programs. The 0-2 well outside, and a wild pitch will easily allow Carter Warner to advance into scoring position with 2 away. Top of the 8th inning, it's 12-10. Trevecca Nazarene has scored in the previous 4 innings, trying to do so in 5 if they can score here in the top of the 8th. One-two delivery inside, it plunks him in the back of the thigh, and visible discomfort from Luke Diamond, but he will take his base. Now both base runners for Trevecca Nazarene this inning have come off a hit by pitch. And time is called as the athletic trainer and coaching staff for Charleston is out at home plate talking to Ulrich. Not sure what that conversation could have been about, because it was Trevecca Nazarene's trainer and the head coach of Charleston coming out to have a conversation with Charleston's catcher. Either way, nothing comes of it, and Noah Boughton will step into the batter's box. 1 for 5 today. The windup and pitch down low and away for ball 1 to Boughton. 9 pitchers have been used by Charleston after 12 pitchers were used yesterday in a doubleheader against Carson-Newman. Matt Crismond, William Van Meter, Tyson Willis, and Scott Templeton, the last 4 pitchers for Charleston, all appeared yesterday against the Eagles. Runners are at first and second with 2 gone, a 1-0 count to Boughton. Templeton toes the rubber, kicks, fires on a called strike on the outside part of the plate that evens the count to a ball and a strike. The 1-1 delivery curves its way out of the strike zone, and it's a 2-1 count. Almost looked like the movement of a splitter off of the arm of Templeton. Two-one delivery, swung on and missed, stays alive in the count, with that only being the second strike. But now on the ropes is Boughton with a runner in scoring position. Warner, who stands at second, was hit by a pitch advanced on a wild pitch, would have gotten there anyway after Diamond was hit by a pitch himself. The 2-2 swung on and missed, and that's how the top of the 8th will come to an end. Boughton strikes out. It is the second strikeout of the inning, and this one's an inning ender. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base in the top of the 8th. Charleston some work to do when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeAndEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeAndEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Bottom of the 8th, crunch time coming up for the Charleston Golden Eagles, looking to avoid falling to 0-3 for the second time in 3 seasons. Doesn't seem to affect the Golden Eagles that much. Also dropped their season opener last year to Wingate. Both seasons in 2023 and 2024 ended up with less than 15 losses on the entire year and advanced to the Atlantic Regional Tournament. Drew Galt stands in. First pitch swinging goes Galt over to the first baseman Lawrence. He'll take it himself for the quick 3 unassisted. 1 pitch, 1 out. Logan Harrell still the man on the mound for the Trevecca Nazarene Trojans. That's now 9 batters retired in a row by Harrell as it brings up John Stansbury, who is currently the shortstop. Originally came in as a pinch hitter to relieve Lane Wiesmiller. First pitch swinging yet again. This time it finds grass in the outfield. A single up the middle. Just bounced right over the second base bag, and Stansbury finds himself at first. Back to the top of the order brings up Casey Fink. Fink today is 1 for 3, singled to lead off the Charleston half of the bottom of the first. Since then it's grounded out, walked, and struck out. Runner at first with 1 away, bottom of the 8th. Tying run at the plate. This one's looped on the first pitch into left field. A single through the left side for Casey Fink. Stansbury up to second, and the tying run is aboard. Time called for a quick mound visit by Trevecca Nazarene. Logan Harrell has been incredible. 3 innings, only 3 hits allowed, 2 strikeouts. Pitch count is at 41, but that's enough for the reliever. A call to the bullpen for the Trojans. More on who Trevecca Nazarene is bringing in when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Brooks McDonough comes in. The Brentwood, Tennessee native is a right-handed reliever for Trevecca Nazarene. Appeared against Lenore Rhine. Only faced 2 batters, but allowed a hit and an earned run. Enters today's game with an early season ERA of 27. Of course, still early, had an 8.44 ERA and 15 relief appearances last season in 10 2/3 innings pitched. So it'll be up to McDonough to keep the Golden Eagles at bay. Tying run is on base. Go-ahead run coming up to the plate. Stansbury stands at second base for the Golden Eagles. Fink is at first. Colin Kemp, who's 1 for 3 today, with surprisingly 3 groundouts all to third base, one of them being a sacrifice bunt, but really favors the pull side for the right-handed hitting third baseman. So Kemp, who sports the interesting decision and very rare occurrence where you see a young man without batting gloves, goes old school style and bare hands the bat. He'll bat with 2 runners aboard and 1 away in the bottom of the 8th in what could be a crucial inning for Charleston. First pitch shows bunt, pulls back, both runners go. 5-2, falls off the bag and is called out. So Fink steals second base. Stansbury is caught stealing. And Fink is now at second base as a ball will miss outside to even up the count. One ball, 1 strike, runner at second base. One. This one's fouled off, and it's strike 2. The 1-2 delivery is swung on and missed. And Kemp will go down on strikes with 2 outs. That ends the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base for the Golden Eagles in the 8th. Heading to the 9th, final chance for Trevecca to add some insurance, leading 12-10.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Final chance for the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene to add some insurance prior to the bottom of the 9th. For Trevecca Nazarene, they're looking to start what they hope is a great day at the Diamond, with a 9-inning game coming up against the home team of this institution, the Carson-Newman Eagles, coming up in about 40 minutes from now. Of course, giving Carson-Newman some time to warm up and get acclimated, get Charleston moved out of their dugout, and get Carson-Newman in. Britt Dingus will lead things off as the left fielder. He's batting .389 on the year. First pitch fouled off, and it's strike 1. Scott Templeton remains in the ballgame for his second inning of work. Today, 2 for 4 is Dingus as he swings through the 0-1 pitch for strike 2. The 0-2 delivery taken low, and it's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to Brett Dingus. The left fielder, Cole McCallum, the DH, and Abbott Lawrence are also due up for Trevecca. Top of the 9th, holding a 12-10 lead. The 1-2 delivery is swung on and missed, and Dingus will go down on strikes. Third strikeout of the appearance for Scott Templeton, the Newberry transfer. Brings up the designated hitter, Cole McCallum. McCallum 2 for 5 today with a pair of doubles, a pop-out, fly-out, and a strikeout. First pitch to him is called a strike outside. 79-mile-per-hour pitch from Templeton that just caught the outside part of the plate. The 0-1 well outside, and it's an even count at 1-1 Game today started at 10:59 a.m. as we're closing in on the 3-hour mark of our ball game. The 1-1 delivery outside. 2 balls and 1 strike for Charleston. Need to rally by 2 runs, potentially more, if Trevecca can score here. And for the Golden Eagles, it will be the 3-4-5 portion of the batting order. 2-1. That one's hit well towards right field. That drops in for a base hit for Cole McCallum. So McCallum gets a runner aboard for the Trojans. It brings up Abbott Lawrence, as I believe we will see a pinch runner here coming in. So a pinch runner comes in, Abbott Lawrence the batter. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. That is number 16 pinch running in Alex Fernandez. Second pitch is high as well, so 2 balls taken in a row by Abbott Lawrence. See a pinch run for Cole McCallum. Fernandez, a junior from Smyrna, Tennessee. 2-0 delivery is swung on and missed for strike 1. Two-one delivery, hit in the air. Over towards right field. It's deep. It will drop in for a base hit. Lawrence will settle for a long single down the right field line. Fernandez, the pinch runner, gets up to second, not knowing if that would be caught or foul. And that one just lands in fair territory. There's now 2 aboard for Jacob Lester's at bat. One away here in the top of the 9th. The first pitch to Lester comes inside for ball 1. Trevecca Nazarene batting .390 on the day, 16 for 41 as a team. 7 extra base hits, have walked 7 times as well. Control has been an issue for Charleston all weekend. The 1-0 pickoff back to second base. This one gets into the outfield. Heading up to third goes Alex Fernandez. On an error by the pitcher. It is the 4th error of the day on Charleston as Templeton is charged with the error. Runners at the corners now. The 1-0 missing low and inside for ball 2. Errors came in the 1st, 4th, and 5th, and now the 9th for Charleston. Have 7 errors on this opening weekend. The 2-0. That one's barreled up, hit into the outfield. It's a base hit into left field for Lester. Lawrence will get another bag. Fernandez comes in to score. And it brings up Carter Warner. An RBI single for Jacob Lester. That adds some insurance. It's now 13-10. Fernandez does his job as the pinch runner and works his way around the base paths coming in to score. Warner waits on the first pitch from Templeton. I doubt Charleston wants to go to the bullpen for a 10th time today, as the first pitch is a called strike outside. Templeton, the reliever, 31 pitches, 18 of them have gone for strikes. And 0-1 called a strike as it curves its way in. Trevecca now batting .405 as a team and only get better with runners on. 8 for 18 with runners in scoring position for a .444 team average. The 0-2 well high and away. Ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. 2 runners aboard. Lester at first, Lawrence at second. One-two delivery, low and inside for ball 2. Nice job by Ulrich, the catcher, to stop it from rolling to the backstop and having Lester and Lawrence advance 90 more feet in each direction. Two-two delivery from Templeton. Flared foul. Looked like that one would have been a called ball on the outside part of the plate, but instead it was fouled off. According to TrackMan data, that one did catch a piece of the zone, so probably a good decision to foul that one off. Runners at first and second, the 2-2 missing low and inside. Easy take there for Warner. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, just 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Trevecca looking for some more insurance. Charleston bringing the 3-4-5 portion of the batting order up in the bottom of the 9th. Trevecca leading 13-10. 3-2. Taken low for called strike 3. Warner's retired. Second strikeout of the inning and the 4th strikeout of the game for Scott Templeton. We're back to the top of the batting order for Joey Parliament. Parliament batting 1 for 4 today, including a solo home run back in the 5th. First pitch taken high, ball 1. Parliament 1 for 4 with that home run, also struck out and walked. The 1-0 delivery, chopper back up to the pitcher. The umpires say that hit off the plate and is ruled a foul ball. Counts 1-1. Parliament says something to the home plate umpire, not really sure what it was. Odds are things weren't going to work out in their favor had that been ruled a fair ball. So Parliament gets another chance with a 1-1 count. The 1-1 delivery inside. This one gets away, and a wild pitch will allow both runners to advance 90 feet. Knew it was only a matter of time before one of those pitches truly went wild. Ulrich had been going above and beyond to avoid a wild pitch. Can't avoid it any longer. Trevecca out hitting Charleston by 5. Leading by 3 on the scoreboard. 2 runners in scoring position with a 2-1 count. The deal to Parliament is low for ball 3. There is room at the end with first base wide open, but it would bring up Brady Masiak, who today is 3 for 5 with 2 doubles and a single. (3-1). That one's called a strike, and it's a 3-2 count. Because first base is open, typically when you see a full count and 2 outs, you see the runners start to move towards the next base. But because first base is open, won't see that here. 3-2. Outside, it's ball 4. Parliament draws the walk. First walk surrendered today by Templeton. And it brings up the 2-hole batter, Brady Masiak, with the bases loaded. And an extra base hit here could almost put the game out of reach for Charleston. Golden Eagles do have a 7 spot back in the bottom of the 5th, but that was their last taste of scoring in this ballgame to this point. First pitch will come inside. There's no drama to the Masiak at-bat as he is plunked at the back of the knee. Parliament up to second, Lester up to third. Lawrence will score, and it's 14-10. 2 touchdowns to a touchdown and a field goal, and we were wondering if Templeton would have just tried to save a bullpen arm, and he will not. A call to the bullpen for the Golden Eagles. As we're over the 3-hour mark of our game today, we'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we come back.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
New pitcher on the hill for the University of Charleston. And stepping onto the hill is Harry Lamont, true freshman out of Oakville, Ontario. Didn't have the greatest performance yesterday in an inning pitched, allowed a few runs to come in to score. 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them were earned, so he enters this contest with an 18 ERA and inherits the bases loaded with 2 outs. Big portion of this game and the story for Charleston has been the exact same as yesterday. It's been the free passes. 5 hit batters, 8 walks, 13 free passes allowed to Trevecca Nazarene, and it will be Luke Diamond stepping into the batter's box with the bases loaded. He's got 1 hit today. It was a double. He fouls the first pitch he sees off. So Lamont in his second appearance in as many days inherits a bases-loaded jam with Masiak at first as the 0-1 misses outside, ball 1. Parliament is at second base and Lester's over at third. Lamont becomes the 10th pitcher used by Charleston today. It's a ball down low for 2 balls and a strike. Starting to encroach on the time needed for Carson-Newman to warm up. That game was scheduled for 2:30 as a foul ball will go up the left field line for strike 2. We still have a bottom of the 9th to play. Trevecca Nazarene and Carson-Newman were supposed to have first pitch at 2:30 this afternoon. That will not be the case. 2-2. This one's hit well. This one's hit deep. Left field. Leave the ballpark. Second grand slam of the afternoon. It's Luke Diamond sending it out of the yard 350 feet down the left field line on a 92-mile-per-hour exit velocity. A grand slam for the second time today. Luke Diamond matches Charleston's grand slam in the bottom of the 5th with a grand slam himself for Trevecca Nazarene here in the top of the 9th. It's a 6 spot, and talk about insurance runs. Every possible insurance run that you could ask for. It's now 18-10 Trevecca Nazarene. And it brings up Noah Boughton. Boughton, first pitch swinging. It's up the middle towards the shortstop, Stansbury. He throws on to first base to end the frame. Too little, too late for Charleston. 6-run score on 4 hits, including a 350-foot grand slam by Luke Diamond. It's 18-10, Trevecca Nazarene. Middle of the 9th on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Couple defensive changes. Cade Moore, the new right fielder for Trevecca Nazarene, and taking over in center field as well as Josh Griffin, the only two changes to the batting order and the defensive alignment as well. Bottom of the ninth, Trevecca Nazarene with a 6 spot in the top of the ninth to open up this lead to 8. And leading things off is Damian Whitty, who turns on one towards right field, but it's straight at the right fielder for the first out of the inning. Boughton will make the catch on a line drive. 1 gone here in the bottom of the ninth. First time all season we've had to play at bottom of the ninth at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. It brings up Dakota Miller. He hit the grand slam back in the 5th. Check swing, takes it low for ball 1. A barn burner here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. 18-10, Trevecca Nazarene. A called strike will make it even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Six-run top of the ninth. Ball will miss low and away. Counteracts Charleston's 7-run bottom of the 5th. In just what has been scoring galore, the 2-1. Checks his swing, skips off the dirt, and bounces off the plate for ball 3. Brooks McDonough still in after only pitching to 1 batter. A swing and a miss for strike 2. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. This one's hit well. Center field. Maciak turns around. This one will drop into the center field gap. And pulling into second base with a stand-up double is Dakota Miller. It's his second double of the day, his 3rd hit. So it will bring in a pinch hitter now. In Tyler Parks, who we saw catch yesterday. So Parks still looking for his first hit on the year. The first pitch delivery is taken low for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 1 away. Pitch taken low. That is in there, however, for a called strike. Still a lot of work to be done for the Golden Eagles. This one's blooped towards the shortstop in Lester. The fire onto Lawrence is in time. Miller will advance to third base. And it brings up the designated hitter, Dosenbach. Standing on deck is Carter Rust, who's still just a double shy of the cycle. So Rust is rooting on Dosenbach to get aboard so he can at least try for it. First pitch is in there for a called strike. The 0-1 missing downstairs for ball one. Tyler Parks in a pinch hit appearance. Grounded out, and now it's Dosenbach's turn. The 1-1 swung on and missed, and Charleston now down to their final strike. Here comes the pitch. Just outside. We'll do it again, this time with a 2-2 count. Winning pitcher right now would be Matthew Hawk for Trevecca Nazarene. And it's too much to figure out right now who the losing pitcher would be for Charleston with how many pitchers they brought onto the mound. A foul ball will make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. This one's flared opposite way down the left field line. That drops in for a base hit. Dosenbach will trade places with Miller. Actually, Miller had advanced to third, so Dosenbach will double down the left field line. Miller comes in to score. It is now 18-11. And Carter Rust will, in fact, get that opportunity to try to hit for the cycle. He failed his last time up by popping out to the shortstop. Needs a double to hit for the cycle. He would trade places with Dosenbach, who stands at second. Trevecca wanted to try to see if Dosenbach didn't touch first base. The umpires don't seem pleased with that. Now the toss over. Oh, hold on. They say he didn't touch the bag. That's how the game ends. Dosenbach is in shock and disbelief. He didn't touch the bag at first base, and that's how this ball game will end. Trevecca Nazarene 18, Charleston 11. Stay tuned. Carson-Newman takes on Trevecca Nazarene in a 9-inning game when we return here on the Eagles Sports Network in approximately 30 to 40 minutes. Until then, so long. This has been a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.